with week 3 Redskins. Last week we beat the Jets pretty heavily, the last week's score, the Raiders versus the Jets. We are 2-0 to start the season, and we are playing the 0-2 Redskins. So this Redskins team is going to be desperate. They're going to want to win this game big time if they want to stay in a playoffs. I mean, 0-3 is not a good way to start the season. It's very rare that teams that start 0-3 make playoffs, whereas we are starting 2-0, and it's very rare that a team that starts 2-0 misses the playoffs. 3-0 misses the playoffs. So the Raiders would love to win this game. As we get started for the kickoff, Raiders are going to get the ball. And they're going to kick it way out of bounds, out of the end zone. The Raiders looking for something. Derek Carr had a huge game on the feet, but Derek Carr throwing it. Ooh, incomplete. Incomplete. Now we got second and 10. Raiders looking to get some type of yards here. And there we go. Marshawn Lynch with the first down. 10-yard game. Marshawn, 22 rushes, 81 yards last week. Pretty big game for him. He'd like to crack 100. He would love to crack 100. Maybe today. Who knows? Carr waiting to pass. He's going to go long, and he's going to find Amari Cooper wide open for the 42-yard catch. Amari Cooper, who's been invisible the past 2 weeks, but he makes a big play there and gives the Raiders a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line of the opponents. Derek Carr going to throw it with the screen. Crabtree gets the first down, but nothing more. At 1st and 10 at the 11, the Raiders are going down the field, looking confident, feeling confident. Lynch, he's going to run. He's going to get about 5 yards, 6 yards there. 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line, inching closer and closer to the end zone. Derek Carr waiting. He's got and he gets sacked. A huge sack by the Washington Redskins defense. Derek Carr stopped in his 3rd and 5 is now a 3rd and 10. He's going to pass, and it's intercepted. The Redskins get the pick, and only Derek Carr has to get him, and he's not going to get him. And that's going to be, is that Josh Norman? Oh my God, sick. Josh Norman. This guy is a talented cornerback, and he gets the pick. And there was not much Derek Carr could do there. He was looking for someone, and what could have been a 3-point advantage for the Raiders has turned down to a 7-point deficit, as the Redskins are looking good right now. And it's a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. The defense getting it done for the Washington Redskins. The Raiders now getting the ball back. They have to do something. They have to do something offensively, because that last play, it looked great. It looked really good for them, and then all of a sudden just went down and was not great. I'm hoping that the quality didn't just shut off on me. Derek Carr waiting. He's got a man wide open, and that is Roberts with the catch. 1st down at the 37. Derek Carr waiting. Derek Carr waiting. He's going to run it. And he's not going to get, he's going to get about maybe 9 yards. It's now 2nd and inches. You got to believe that might see a Marshawn Lynch pretty soon. Derek Carr fakes the throw. He's going to throw it wide open. And that is a nice catch. And Derek Carr has got 95 yards on the play, on the throwing situation. And Marshawn Lynch, oh, he almost juked him out of it. Almost juked him. Substitute. Marshawn Lynch is going to run it. It's now 3rd down and 5. You have to believe there's going to be a pass here on 3rd and 5. Cooper and Crabtree, both on the sides. Cooper's got it. And that's going to be a gain of about 11. And now it's set on the 7-yard line, 1st and 10. Raiders were in this position last time, and we all remember that. I mean, we all want to forget it, but we all remember what happened last time they were in this position, and it wasn't great at all. Not a great result for them. Now they're looking to tie the game up here in the 2nd quarter. Throws it to Cooper, but Cooper barely can get in. He can't get in. It's now 2nd and 1, 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line. Carr looking for a touchdown here on 2nd down. 2nd and goal. Carr's just going to run it, and he's going to get in. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. He saw the opening and he decided, you know what, there was no one open, so I might as well do it myself. And the Raiders have now tied up this ball game at 7 apiece. Redskins looking for something. After that bad play defensively, the Redskins looking for something. And wait a minute. Robert Griffin III is their starting quarterback. RG3 is back. This could explain why they're 0-2. So RG3 is not the best quarterback. But maybe he's trying to revitalize his career. Defensively, who knows. But Khalil Mack. Oh, and that's a bad throw by RG3. RG3, obviously, he can run, so you got to be weary of that. Weary of his running. Khalil Mack. Oh, and RG3 tripped over his own guy. And now it's a 4th and 15. So the Redskins offense barely not able to do anything. And now they got to punt the ball back to this Raiders offense that had a really good offensive output the last time they were on the field. And there's Cooper. He's going to get to the 37. If we all remember last week against the Jets, Cordero Patterson getting the first punt return touchdown of the season for the Raiders. It was a crazy moment. One of the biggest moments and turning points of that game was that punt return for a touchdown by Cordero Patterson. He's going to catch it. Crabtree's going to get to the 50. That's a 13-yard gain. Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn's going to get the first down and a little more. It's first and 10 on the 38-yard line of the opponents. The Raiders offense just continues to move. But we all remember that sometimes you got to be slow and steady instead of being fast. And there's a catch by Roberts, who's been a pretty big force for this Oakland Raiders team the past 3 weeks. I mean, he's been kind of an underrated receiver for them, while Cooper and Crabtree have really not shown up. But tonight, it can't be said tonight, because Cooper has had a pretty nice game, and that one's almost picked. Derek Carr's got to be careful. Don't want to have another pick happen. Another pick six would be very costly for this team. And remember, they don't get the ball back in the second half. The Washington Redskins do. So they want to be very careful that they don't let the Redskins get another touchdown. And Derek Carr is going to run it for 5 yards. Looked like he wanted to pass, but just couldn't see anything open. 3rd and 4, 2-minute warning. 3rd and 4. They are in field goal range, so even if they aren't able to get any touchdowns, they are in field goal range. And it's caught. And this is going to be, barely. He's going to get to the 2-yard line, and Derek Carr with the big throw, getting that 3rd down, converting it. And now, see what happens on 1st and goal. He throws it to a wide open Amari Cooper. His first touchdown of the season for Amari Cooper. And the Raiders take a 13-7 lead. Now they take a 14-7 lead. And now the Raiders are looking really, really good right now. Raiders to kick off. Remember, the Raiders do not get the ball back in the second half, so they want to get a stop on defense. So the Redskins don't get any score here going into the second half, and then that way they don't have to worry about the Redskins taking the lead in the second half. You always got to watch out for Khalil Mack. And that's picked off! And that's going to go to the house. A pick six. The second pick six of the game. First it was Washington, and then it is Oakland, Conley. And that is the second pick six that the Raiders have had this season. Robert Griffin III, not sure what he was doing, but Conley with the grab, with the interception, he kind of stopped there, don't know what he was doing, but Garion Conley was able to walk it into the house, and now the Raiders are looking really good right now. What looked like a horrible start has been pretty good, because now the Raiders have a 14-point lead, and they lead by 21-7. And now they're going to kick it back off to the Redskins. You know the Redskins have to score here. They have to. They only have 1:26 to do it, but they have to. If they look to try and get back in this game, they are going to need a score here, because they are down by 2 scores. They will get the ball back in the second half, so if they can score here and then get the ball back in the second half and score there, all of a sudden it's a tied game. Even a field goal would be huge. And Khalil Mack with the sack. Don't ever doubt Khalil Mack, because he will always get it done. RJ3 was looking like he was going to run, but then he stopped. Maybe he thought there was no chance, but I don't think he saw Khalil. And there it is, the sack by Khalil Mack. And I think that's his second of the game. But now the Redskins, a minute left. They need to hurry up. They got all 3 timeouts left, though. And that's caught. But he stopped. A timeout by the Redskins. 3rd and 5. Maybe the Raiders could get the ball back to do something else. There is a chance if they can get a stop here, use a timeout, and that's a first down. A big first down. Another timeout by Washington. Big first down. The Redskins looking for something. They are looking for something here. And they got the catch. And now they're going to hurry up offense. They're going to hurry it up. And that's a bad throw by RG3. Mac. He's got the sack. Mac with another sack. And the Redskins are going to have to punt. And the Raiders, surprisingly, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they're going to go deep. And it's picked. Intercepted. And that is the 2nd interception of the day for RG3. As he throws his second pick, by 14 points, 21-7. The Redskins need a score here. They know they need a score here because the last thing they need to do is let the Raiders get another touchdown or even a field goal because that would make it a 3-score game. And now the Redskins are going to run it. They're going to get about 4 yards on that play. Maybe 3. And now it is 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. And they're going to run it again. He's going to get about 4 yards there. And they're going to go to the 2-yard, to the 3rd and 2. And they're going to run it. Oh, are they going to get the first down? That is the question. They don't get it. It's 4th and 1. And the Redskins, they're not going to go for it. Not going to go for it. They think it's too risky for them to do that because they are in the 7-yard line of their own line. So if they were to lose that conversion, then all of a sudden the Raiders would be in big field position. But now the Raiders starting at the 20-yard line. Hoping for something. They're up by 14. They don't necessarily need a score. And there's a big grab, Mari Cooper, who's been having a huge day overall. He's got a touchdown. He's got 69 yards and 5 receptions on the day. He's been showing up tonight. Carr faking it, and then he's gonna run it. He's gonna run it out of bounds. He's got 24 yards on the rush. It's 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of their own. Pass to Crabtree, who's got it. Crabtree with the catch. Derek Carr, 12 for 15. He is having 177 yards. He is having a big day compared to last week. Another pass. Almost picked. Almost intercepted. Risky throw by Carr. And it was almost picked by the Redskins defense. Oakland waiting. Roberts is going to make a big catch and take it to the opponent's 33-yard line. And the Raiders are getting closer and closer to field goal range. This is not what the Redskins needed, not what they wanted. And it's picked off, a interception, and that's gonna be, oh no, almost a pick six. Derek Carr, they're looking up at the sky and thanking God for that one, because man, was it not looking good for them before. But that might be the hope they were looking for, the advantage they were looking for. And it's almost intercepted right back. It was almost picked off right back, and the Raiders almost had the ball again. RG3 has to be careful with his throws. He knows that. Raiders just need to be good defensively, and there's a pick, but there's a flag. That might be a face mask. I think it is. Yes, it is. A face mask penalty on Autry. And now what would have been third down and a long is now 1st and 10 at the 34. And then there's a nice run for about a yard. Nothing spectacular. He's not even going to get a yard. He's going to fall back. Second and 10. You got to think that there's going to be a pass soon. And another stop. And the running game is just getting stuffed by this Oakland Raiders team. The Redskins can't do anything on the rush. But now you gotta expect a throw here by RG3, and he needs to be good. He needs to be perfect. And then the throw. It's way off. And that will bring us to 4th down and 1. They're gonna go for the field goal. They're gonna try and make this an 11-point game. And it's good. It's now an 11-point game. And the Redskins, well, they might still be in it. They just need to stop defensively. They did get a pick last time. Last time the Raiders were on the field, they threw an interception. Obviously now they do not want to do that again. That would be costly, very costly, if they threw another interception here today. Carr. And that's caught and hung on to by Wilford. Now it is 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. And that will be the end of the quarter as we get ready for the 4th quarter here. It is a 21-10 lead for the Oakland Raiders. Raiders on offense to start the quarter. He's going to throw it, and it's intercepted! The 3rd interception by the Redskins, and Carr not happy about that one. He was looking for someone, and it was just a bad play, and the Redskins, though they haven't been performing offensively, their defense has showed up today. Their defense has been big today. And there's a catch. Nice catch. And now the Redskins at the 27-yard line are getting back into this game. Plenty of time to get back in this game, especially with their defense. And that's just an awful pass by RG3 is going to run, and he's going to get to the 15-yard line. As I said before, you got to be weary about RG3 when it comes to running. The guy can run, and he can get some big yards on the rush, as proven right there. And they're going to rush it. There's a stop, a 6-yard gain on the rush. Raiders defensively not hoping they can get a stop here and only make this an 8-point lead. And there's a stop. He is just eaten up right there at the line. 3rd and 5 now. Huge 3rd down, but again, a field goal would still put them in this game, would still make it a 1-score game, but they need the touchdown. They want the touchdown just so they know they don't have... And there's the touch! Oh, it's dropped! How was that dropped? Just good defense, and it's dropped. The Redskins had the touchdown. They had it. They had it. But now they got to go for the field goal, and they got to hope for a stop on defense. Now the Raiders are going to get stopped. And with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left, the Raiders just looking to run the clock out. They're up by 8 points. They're looking to run the clock out and go home 3-0. The Redskins still looking for their first win, and they're hoping they'll get it here. But they need a stop. They desperately, and they get a big one there. They get a big stop, a loss of yards for Marshawn Lynch. And it's now 2nd and 11. We haven't seen much of Lynch today. He has been kind of useless today for them. And that's a sack by the defense. And now it's 3rd and 18, and the Redskins looking good right now. They need a stop here. A stop would be absolutely huge for this Redskins team. And he's got a wide open Wilford. And that's a 1st down, and that's a bad play by the Redskins defense. That is not a play you want. And now the Redskins are going to have to hope that they get to stop here. They have 3 timeouts left. They need the stop here. They need it here. They need the stop. Redskins, the Raiders are going to run it. And Marshawn Lynch is going to break through. Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, gets the touchdown. And that will pretty much put this game away. As Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, gets the touchdown and makes it a bigger score. And now the Redskins need 15 points. The Redskins right now are in trouble. They do have all 3 timeouts left. Let's not forget that there is a possibility that they can get back in this game. They have all 3 timeouts left. They're only down by 2 scores. If they can quickly get a score here and save at least a minute, then they have those 3 timeouts, and then they can try and stop the Raiders' offense again. And then they just hope and pray that they can get something there. Raiders, and there's a catch. But they're going to need to rush it. They're going to need to rush it. No huddle. RJ3 needs something big here. RJ3's going to get sacked. And who was it? Irvin. Bruce Irvin with the sack. And now, 3rd and 15. This could be RG3 gets the catch, and it's caught for 26 yards. And now the Redskins are hurrying up. Hurry up offense. Hurry up offense. As they look for something. RG3 throws it wide open. And now they're in the Raiders zone. Del Rio can't believe what's going on right now. And it's picked. That's the game. That is gonna be the game right there. That's gotta be. The third interception by RG3. And we have an injury. Bruce Irvin. Bruce shoulder, but he's gonna return for this game. Now the Raiders can just run out the clock. Yes, the Redskins have all their timeouts left. That is true. Marshawn Lynch is going to get the first down at the 38-yard line. And now the Raiders just got to run the clock. Run the clock out and be victorious. And there's another big run by Marshawn Lynch. A first down would pretty much end this game. In fact, it would end this game. A first down. And Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, is going to get the touchdown. And that's the game. That's got to be the game there. Beast mode's second touchdown of the game. As he kicks it. And that will do it. As the Redskins will lose today and drop to 0-3, the Oakland Raiders are going to move to 3-0 on the season with this huge win, dominating win against the Redskins. I mean, the Redskins defense, they were great today. They did what they could. It's just, there was some stops they needed to make, but the picks, it was just the offense not being able to get stops defensively, being able to get stops, and the offense not being able to make plays, and that was the difficult thing. They're gonna spike the ball. 27 seconds left. You're down by 3 scores. The game is pretty much over at this point. I don't think you would need an absolute miracle to come back and win this game. And that's a catch. RG3 getting some yards. He's 6 for 16, 94 yards. Nothing great. And they're going to punt it. And this will be the game. The punt will end the game. As he punts it. Mari Cooper gets hit. And now with 15 seconds left, Derek Carr is just going to kneel it. And the Oakland Raiders are 3-0 to start the season. And the Washington Redskins drop to 0-3. Tough loss for the Redskins, but a huge win for the Oakland Raiders. What a way to win it. What a win for the Raiders. Thank you guys for watching this live stream. This was a fun one, a fun game. I will see you again probably tomorrow. I'll do another live stream, week 4. So I will see you guys next time.